Doug Kide here with Ryan O'Halloran of the Florida Times Union. Patriots just wrapped up their first joint practice of the summer with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and just wanted to get your first impression of the Super Bowl, the defending Super Bowl champs out there. What did you think of the Patriots?
One thing they did on offense that I thought was impressive, they ran a lot of different stuff. They had guys going shifting, motion, and I talked to Barry Church, the veteran strong safety. He goes, this was good for the Jaguars to see a lot of stuff because they don't see it in camp. I think the major takeaway, I'm sure everybody's talking about, they had no answer for Brandin Cooks today. Right. And that was A.J. Boye a couple of those times. Pretty good corner. So that was the big thing. And I was interested to see how the Patriots practiced, but in a joint setting, you couldn't really tell.
Right.
It was different.
Yeah, how do the Jaguars usually handle these sessions? Not joint practices, but just practice within themselves. Do they usually do the one-on-one drills, the 7-on-7s, the 11-on-11s, some of the things we saw out there today?
Yeah, it's almost like Doug Marrone wrote the script a little bit because they do a lot of the physical stuff after the first hour. 7-on-7, 11-on-11, back to 7-on-7, and special teams interspersed in there. So maybe tomorrow has a little bit more of a Patriots look, but today it looked like a lot of the Jaguar stuff had been running.
Now, one of the first things I noticed was that Blake Bortles wasn't as bad as I expected him to be. You know, you heard the reports out there that he had 5 interceptions in one practice. He only threw 1 interception today, which I guess is an accomplishment. But how has Bortles looked so far this summer?
I mean, I give Blake credit. When he's bad, he's all-time bad. And that was a Saturday night practice last week. He had 5 picks. All the other practices combined, I think he's at 3. So he's even things out. But I think the big thing today is he was going against Malcolm Butler and Stephon Gilmore, not backup corners. You didn't see the deep ball today, and that's something he had done very well the first week and a half of camp. So I agree with you. I mean, it's a cynical view, but for him to come out and just have 1 interception, I think that's a little bit of a victory for Blake Bortles. Yeah,
and it was Malcolm Butler who did pick off Blake Bortles. Tom Brady also was picked off. That was on some miscommunication out there with Brandin Cooks. But it looked like some good competition for the Patriots out there, and I'm sure it's great for the Jaguars to get to practice against a team that's as good as the Patriots.
Yeah, and that's what they talked about going into this is, measuring stick. It's a new operation with the new head coach. Tom Coughlin's running a roster. So how did they measure up? And wins and losses don't matter, but it gives you an idea. Okay, we don't think that guy can help us this year, but playing the Patriots will make sure we know that.
Absolutely. Well, we will be back here tomorrow. Thank you, Ryan, for joining us, and we'll recap the Patriots' second joint practice against the Jaguars. See if Bortles can continue his streak of success here.